The Notch Alliance, warriors who strike fear into the savannah, forcing enemies to retreat. But to become rulers, must their journey always be written with claws and blood? The Notch Lion Alliance, the warriors who rule Maasai Mara. Dawn breaks over the Maasai Mara grasslands. The first rays of sunlight pierce through the thick fog, illuminating a land considered one of the last remaining wild paradises on the planet. Antelopes move in herds. Cranes stand still as stone statues by the river, and the wind blows gently across the vast grasslands, where all creatures are bound by a single law. The strong survive, the weak are eliminated. In this land, lions are the ultimate symbol of power. But no dynasty is eternal, no power unchallenged. The life of a mature male lion is a relentless series of battles to gain territory, to protect his pride, to survive, and to leave a legacy. And in the bloody history of that land, one name is still remembered to this day, like an immortal legend. His name was Notch. Notch was born in the late 1990s in the Maasai Mara Reserve, where Kenya borders Tanzania's Serengeti. Even as a cub, Notch bore a distinctive mark, a distinct notch in his left ear. Notch's childhood was spent amidst battles for food and the constant migrations of the lion pride. In the wild, only a small fraction of lion cubs survive to adulthood, but Notch was different. He not only survived, he learned to observe, to fight, and most importantly, to wait. Upon reaching adulthood, Notch was not alone. He befriended another male lion, referred to by researchers as light male. Not blood brothers, yet they shared something even stronger: ambition. They formed an alliance, a rarity in the lion world, between two unrelated individuals. And from here, an era began to unfold. Dawn cast a hazy veil over the marsh grasslands, once the power center of the Maasai Mara. Dew still clung to the tall blades of grass. Sparrows chirped as they flitted from branch to branch, and herds of gazelles began to stir. The air seemed to freeze, an unusual stillness, a sign that a storm was coming. From afar, a deep roar echoes. Without looking, the entire savannah knows that someone is coming and bringing anger with them. Two male lions appear in the mist, notch and light male. This unusual pair formed a rare alliance between two unrelated individuals, bound together by something even stronger. Ambition. They had spent months hunting, learning to fight together. And now, they set their sights on the Marsh Pride, one of the most powerful lion prides in the region. Led by the seasoned leaders Simba and Blondie. There was no challenge. There was no warning. The attack came unexpectedly. Just as nature dictates. In the wild, opportunity belongs to those who seize the moment. After just a few minutes, the balance tipped. Simba staggered, then fell. Blondie tried to hold on, but eventually had to flee. The former leaders retreated in silence, carrying with them the shame of the defeated. In the lion world, battles like this are not just about territorial disputes. They are affirmations of genetic rights. The victor will carry on their genes. The loser loses not only their pride, but everything. Lionesses, cubs, and even their bloodline. After the battle, the male lions are expelled, and their cubs are killed. A common and brutal act to sever the opponent's bloodline. Only the lionesses are kept, to start a new generation under a new reign. From a young cub with a notch in his ear, Notch became the leader of a powerful pride. But this was only the first chapter in his journey to becoming a legend. What happened next? The pain, the revenge, the alliances, and the empire truly wrote the great story of the lion known as the warrior who never falls. After gaining control of the marsh pride in 2004, Notch and Light Male quickly eliminated all the cubs of the two former leaders. This is a common practice to eradicate the rival bloodline and encourage the lionesses to return to their reproductive cycle. In mid-2005, 3 nomadic male lions from the south invaded the territory. In a battle, Light Male was killed. Notch became the sole protector of the pride, consisting of 4 lionesses and 8 cubs. In 2007, Notch was defeated by an alliance of 3 other male lions and expelled from the territory. After taking over, the new alliance killed nearly all of the remaining cubs. Notch saved 5 individuals: Notch the Second, Mighty Long, Ron, Caesar, and Grimace. Without a territory, Notch led his cubs to the edge of the ecosystem, surviving in unstable conditions. In 2008, Notch and the 5 cubs who survived the period of wandering reappeared in the Paradise Plain area, a large grassland near the Mara River, a place with high biodiversity. This area is a migration corridor for many herds of wildebeest, Thompson's gazelles and zebras, along with the constant presence of buffalo, hyenas, leopards, and elephants. Under Notch's leadership, the cubs matured together and formed a rare alliance of 6 related males, uncommon in lion social structure, which typically splits after maturity. The Notch Alliance began expanding its territory by competing with other lion alliances. The first target was Fang, a male lion with distinctive crooked fangs who controlled territory across the Mara River. The confrontation ended with Fang's defeat and the annexation of his territory. Since 2008, the Notch Alliance has controlled an area of up to 1,000 square kilometers, including several lioness prides: Paradise, Mugoro, Serena, Rekero, Rongai, Olkiombo. Maji Yafisi, and Lookout. This gave the alliance a significant reproductive advantage and maintained its influence over most of the northern Maasai Mara ecosystem. The alliance's territorial expansion has occurred in parallel with changes in the habitat. Large migrations attract diverse predators, while increasing competition between lions and other species such as spotted hyenas and African wild dogs. In this context, the Notch Alliance frequently organized collective hunts to exploit large prey herds such as Cape buffalo and eland, or to scavenge carcasses left by other carnivores. Under constant biological competition and territorial fluctuations, The Notch Alliance demonstrated remarkable stability and played a dominant role in balancing the lion population in the area for nearly a decade. During the dry season of 2010, a herd of approximately 40 Cape buffalo entered the Paradise Plain, where the Notch Alliance and the lionesses were active. Among them, a female buffalo suffered a minor leg injury, becoming a prime target. Six lionesses from the Paradise Pride deployed a surrounding formation. Notch II and Caesar, two males in the alliance, played a supporting role from the rear, waiting for the moment to strike. When the buffalo was separated from the herd, the lionesses attacked first. The buffalo resisted fiercely, using its horns to knock one lioness away. Notch II lunged to lock its jaws around the buffalo's neck, while Caesar held its back. The prey was taken down after more than a minute of struggle. This coordinated hunt ensured a food source for the entire pride during a period of scarcity. Although hunts were still successful, such as the killing of a buffalo at Paradise Plain, signs of aging began to appear in Notch. The oldest member of the group, no longer participating directly in territorial battles or hunts, Notch took on a supporting role, following behind the pride, eating leftovers from prey, and occasionally intervening when the others were in danger. His body was gaunt, his speed noticeably slower than in his younger years. During this period, one of the males, Mighty Long, was killed in a clash in the Mara Triangle area while fighting off an incursion by another male lion alliance. This loss did not weaken the alliance's structure, but it clearly showed the increasing competitive pressure. Notch gradually separated from the group, moving to the edge of the territory. However, he maintained close contact with the cubs and was protected when needed. Final observations in 2013 showed Notch's physical condition deteriorating rapidly. He had difficulty moving, lost muscle mass, and his mane thinned. Notch died quietly in late 2013, at around 14 years of age, older than the average lifespan of wild male lions in the Maasai Mara. After his death, the remaining individuals in the pride continued to hold the territory for a short time, before entering a period of generational transition. After Notch's death in 2013, the alliance left behind by his sons continued to operate with 4 members: Notch II, Ron, Caesar, and Grimace. During this period, the territory began to shrink due to competition from younger alliances in the area. About half a year later, Grimace was killed in a conflict with a neighboring group of male lions, marking the first decline since Notch's death. Ron was killed in 2016 in a battle with the Sand River males. Caesar died shortly thereafter in 2017. Notch II was the last surviving member of the original alliance. Sometime after losing the territory, he returned with his offspring, Spearboy, and formed a new, smaller alliance. Although not as influential as before, this father-son pair maintained their own territory and participated in the lion social structure in the Ricaro area. The next generation of individuals in the Notch Alliance, including Caesar II, Ron II, Green Eye, and Dongo, continued to exist in the Maasai Mara area. This group is called the Ricaro Alliance, carrying the direct bloodline of Notch. Although they did not build a territorial empire like the previous generation, this alliance still maintained a degree of stability and played a role in the ecological balance of the region. In the harsh ecosystem of Maasai Mara, where competition among carnivores is always high, Notch is a notable case of adaptability, maintaining alliances and leaving an impact across generations. From an exiled individual, he rebuilt his power, formed a rare male lion alliance with his sons, expanded his territory, and dominated a large part of the grasslands for nearly a decade. Although this alliance eventually weakened and disintegrated, as is natural in the lion's life cycle, the legacy Notch left behind persisted through subsequent generations, both in terms of bloodline and social structure. His story provides valuable insights into social behavior, survival strategies, and the role of male alliances within African lion populations. Notch was not only a special individual, but also a clear example of the flexibility in the social structure of lions, the apex predators that greatly influence the ecological balance of the entire grassland animal system. Within the scope of wildlife research and conservation, Notch's journey and that of his descendants continue to be seen as a prime example of the interaction between individuals, prides, and their environment. Although lions are apex predators and play a role in regulating ungulate populations within the ecosystem, their numbers are declining sharply across the continent. According to IUCN data, wild lion populations have declined by approximately 43% in just 3 generations, due to habitat loss, human conflict, and poaching. Notch's story, while symbolic, clearly reflects a reality. The existence of lions cannot be separated from the overall health of the ecosystem. When lions disappear, the entire structure of the food chain is affected, leading to serious biodiversity fluctuations. In this context, protecting lions is not just about protecting an iconic species, but also about safeguarding a broader ecological balance. Conservation areas like Maasai Mara need to be maintained under strict protection, while also developing community education programs, sustainable ecotourism, and supporting community initiatives living near lion habitats. Through documentaries, scientific articles, or even stories like Notch's journey, the public can better access biological knowledge and gain a clearer understanding of the value of wildlife conservation. Lions symbolize strength, but to survive, they need more than instinct. They require a stable environment, respect from humans, and long-term conservation efforts. North America. The battle for survival between ice and grasslands. Autumn paints the North American prairie in shades of gold. The first seasonal winds carry a chill across the dry grass fields, where herds of bison quietly move under the soft morning light. In this peaceful setting, a battle is silently brewing, a battle of instinct, power, and survival. The bison, the largest land mammal in the Americas, is a symbol of resilience and wilderness. A full-grown male can weigh nearly a ton. With a massive body and thick dark brown fur covering its shoulders, neck, and head, it is well equipped to retain heat during the approaching cold months. Short but incredibly strong horns serve not only as a defense but as deadly weapons in brutal contests. For bison, autumn is more than a time of migration or energy storage. It's also mating season. And with it comes the fight for the right to pass on one's genes. Battles that can alter the fate of an entire herd. Across the grassland, a low, rumbling growl echoes. The sound of a male announcing its dominance. Moments later, another growl answers from the opposite side. The victor, body caked in dirt and sweat, stands panting, eyes still alert. He approaches a waiting female, cautiously but confidently. Mating begins, quiet and unassuming, a natural act following the ruthless filter of nature. On endless fields where the autumn wind rustles through dry grasses, these silent warriors continue their fight for life, for instinct, and for the next generation. It's nature's eternal cycle: selection, inheritance, and survival. As autumn turns the northern forests crimson, the icy rivers begin to stir with life. Beneath the rushing waters, thousands of salmon start the final journey of their lives, swimming upstream to spawn. For them, it's a mission of destiny and a signal for one of North America's most iconic predators, the grizzly bear. The grizzly bear, Ursus arctos horribilis, is one of the largest omnivores on the continent. Adults can weigh up to 600 kg. With long claws, powerful jaws, and an ultra-sensitive sense of smell, grizzlies are survival machines, perfectly engineered for the mountainous wilderness of North America. But in autumn, what they crave most is salmon. At the foot of a frothy, white-capped waterfall, a grizzly stands motionless, eyes locked on the current. Salmon leap up the falls, their bodies twisting with power and determination. Suddenly, the bear strikes, a lightning-fast swipe of its paw. Along the river, more bears are gathering, and not all of them are grizzlies. The American black bear, Ursus americanus, smaller, lighter, and more agile, is also taking advantage of salmon season. Though typically hidden deep in the forest, black bears emerge along the stream banks during this time, feeding in the early morning or late afternoon. When the more aggressive grizzlies have left, amid the golden leaves of the autumn forest, the sound of splashing water rings out, a sign of the North American beaver, Castor canadensis, a small creature with a big impact. With razor-sharp front teeth and a versatile flat tail, beavers don't rely on strength to survive, but on their incredible building skills. In autumn, they tirelessly gnaw trees, haul branches, and use mud and rocks to construct sturdy dams. These dams don't just create shelter and food storage for the winter. They also form new ponds, where countless other species find a place to live. Beaver lodges, with underwater entrances only, help them evade predators like wolves or lynxes. Over the years, these structures can even alter the course of streams and rivers, transforming dry forest into thriving wetlands. Without brute force or aggression, beavers assert their presence through patience and intelligence. the true engineers of North America's wilderness. Leaving the streams where beavers work tirelessly, the lens takes us to the frigid coastal waters of the North Pacific. Floating on the gentle waves are small dark specks, sea otters Hydra lutris, charming marine mammals with remarkable traits. Unlike beavers, sea otters don't build dams or homes. Instead, they rely on having the densest fur in the animal kingdom, with millions of hairs per square centimeter to stay warm in the icy water. Sea otters float on their backs, their bellies serving as makeshift dining tables. Using their nimble paws, they wield stones to crack open shells. Sea urchins or crabs. Few wild animals demonstrate tool use as they do. Sometimes, sea otters wrap themselves in strands of kelp to keep from drifting while they sleep. An image both adorable and a testament to their unique survival instincts. In the tranquil expanse of dry prairie, the figure of an Arctic wolf, Canis lupus arctos, quietly emerges. Unlike other wolf species, the Arctic wolf boasts thick fur in shades of white or pale gray, providing perfect camouflage when winter arrives. But in autumn, as the grasslands fade to golden brown, they rely more on patience and pack strategy to hunt. Across the open field, a herd of musk oxen, Ovibos moschatus, grazes. With thick coats and powerful curved horns, they are living fortresses. The adults form tight bonds, ready to create a defensive circle to protect their young. It's a brutal challenge for any predator. But for the Arctic wolf, this is a game of coordination. predators may be swift and cunning, but prey have their own weapon, unity. Across the golden autumn prairie, victory today belongs to the muskox. Through collective strength, they have driven back an entire pack of hungry Arctic wolves. Amid the vast forests of North America, autumn lays a fiery coat of red and gold upon the treetops. In the soft morning light, a herd of elk, Cervus elephas canadensis, emerges, quietly stepping across a carpet of fallen leaves. Their massive bodies and towering antlers make them stand out like proud warriors of the ancient woods. As the first cold settles in, elk enter the rutting season. The bulls separate from the herd, roaming in search of a chance to form harems of their own. The forest air grows tense with competition. As the last leaves fall, North America enters a harsh new phase. Snow blankets the mountains and forests, rivers freeze, and sunlight flickers for only a few hours each day. For most species, it is a season of hunger and survival. In this frozen stillness, a mysterious predator begins to move. The Canada lynx, Lynx canadensis. With a compact body, long legs and large paws like natural snowshoes, the lynx glides silently across thick ice without sinking. Its thick, shaggy coat in gray and brown hues allows it to blend perfectly into the snowy landscape. Tall, pointed ears tipped with signature black tufts twitch at the slightest sound in the quiet forest. As winter takes over, the giants of the prairie fall silent in the blizzards. Nature's engineers, like the beaver, retreat into their fortified lodges. But in the deep woods, the lynx presses on, solitary, resolute, a symbol of fierce resilience amid North America's endless winter. For many animals, this is the time to hide in dens or shelters. But for the gray wolf, Canis lupus, winter is not for hibernation. It's the ultimate test of predatory instinct and pack unity. Gray wolves are quintessential pack animals. Each pack can range from 6 to over 20 members, led by an alpha male and female. During winter, this bond becomes more vital than ever. Only through coordinated strategy can they bring down prey in the brutal cold. Winter prey often includes large ungulates, elk, caribou, or musk oxen. When deep snow slows a prey animal's steps, that's when the wolves seize their chance. On the white expanse of snow, the silhouettes of gray wolves stretch long in the fading light of dusk. They howl, their calls echoing across the frozen valley. Both a declaration of territory and a haunting anthem of survival in the harsh winter. In the far north, and where the ocean is locked in ice and the winter winds howl fiercely, a colossal predator emerges. The polar bear, Ursus maritimus. The largest land carnivore on Earth. It can weigh over 600 kilograms. Its thick white fur and a fat layer more than 10 centimeters deep help it endure the brutal cold. Polar bears spend most of their lives on the sea ice, where they hunt their primary prey. Seals. Their highly sensitive sense of smell allows them to detect prey from over a kilometer away, even sniffing out seals resting beneath thick snow. Though mighty, the polar bear faces its greatest threat, melting sea ice. As the ice disappears earlier each year, they lose their traditional hunting grounds, forcing them to swim farther, expend more energy, and many die of starvation before they can catch a seal. On Arctic shores blanketed in fog, waves crash against drifting ice. On the frigid beaches, hundreds of walruses huddle together, their massive bodies pressed tight to stay warm. The walrus, Odobenus rosmarus, is a giant marine mammal, weighing up to 1,500 kilograms. Its long, curved tusks help it climb onto slippery ice and defend against predators. A thick layer of blubber beneath the skin keeps it alive in freezing temperatures. They live in large herds. In winter, hundreds or even thousands gather on the same coastline. The air is loud with bellows and the shuffling of heavy bodies rubbing together. North America is a land of contrasts. On golden plains, bison and elk roam in search of food while wolves lurk from afar. In the conifer forests, grizzlies and black bears fight over every salmon, while the lynx silently ambushes snowshoe hares. By the riverbanks, beavers build dams, turning flowing streams into ponds that shelter birds, frogs, and fish. Out in the ocean, sea otters float atop waves, maintaining the balance of the kelp forests. In the icy north, polar bears hunt seals on frozen seas, while walruses crowd Arctic beaches. Every species, great or small, is a vital link in the chain of survival. From grasslands to deep forests, from winding rivers to frozen oceans, North America is an immense ecological tapestry. Where life is intricately connected in a fragile yet magnificent cycle. From the blazing gold of autumn's prairies to the frozen blue of winter's sea ice, North America reveals itself as a grand portrait of life. Bison, bears, wolves, beavers, lynx, polar bears, and walruses, each in their own way, have proven the power of survival instinct. But nature is not immutable. Ice is melting faster, forests are shrinking, rivers are changing, and the voices of the wild grow fainter. These proud creatures are now facing their greatest challenge: humanity and the marks we leave behind. The future of wild North America depends on the choices we make today. If we protect the forests, keep the rivers clean, and slow down global warming, then the bison will still thunder across the plains, bears will still fish in the streams, and polar bears will still stride across the ice. But if we turn away in apathy, that wilderness may become only a memory. In the howl of the winter wind, this message echoes: protecting nature is protecting our own future.